Both guys 5 each for fighting!
Gentlemen, what will you be having tonight?
New York strip, medium, double potatoes, no veggies. Horseradish on the side.
Mine's going to be a little easier. I'll just have the lentil stew, and if you have something hot to throw in there, bless you.
Really?
Why would you eat that?
Oh, it's delicious. And good for you too, Brian.
That's prison food.
Consider me incarcerated.
Will do. Your orders will be out shortly.
You've signed some big-name players in your day, and it's pretty impressive. Like, the list includes, but is not exclusive to, Trevor Linden, Scott Niedermayer, Chris Pronger, Teemu Selanne, Phil Kessel, Dion Phaneuf. But of all these signings, which one surprised you the most?
I think you'd be surprised the most by Juice, by Kevin Bieksa, how we signed him.
Give us the story. How'd you sign him?
I didn't know if I wanted to sign him, so we sent him to Manitoba on an ATO, an amateur tryout agreement. So he's going to play a game or two. We'll decide. He's a right shot D. We liked his heart. We liked his try. We liked his brains. We weren't sure about his feet. His skating was suspect.
I think I was a good skater, but apparently I wasn't.
So the first night he does not play, and he's in the bar at Earl's with all the other guys. And this is when the issue starts.
So I was actually sitting at a high top with Fedor and his billet dad, and I'm sitting there stirring my rum and coke, and my straw hits an ice cube and flies out of my hands and hits Kirill Koltsov kind of in the back, and he was probably standing about 5 feet away from us with his back to us at the bar waiting for a drink.
So Fedor was our troubled rookie. Great kid, but just couldn't get anything right. And Kirill Koltsov was a little wee defenseman.
He was a smaller guy. He was probably 5'10", 5'11", 190 pounds, but a little bit of a pit bull.
So Fedor goes nuts. He goes, "What are you doing, rookie?" And Juice says, we called Kevin Bieksa Juice because he's ripped, like he's on the juice.
Still.
And he never touched juice in his life, which is steroids. He's never done it, but everyone calls him Juice. He says, "Hey, I'm sorry."
To Kirill, I said, "Sorry, man, it was an accident." And he's like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" And I said, "Sit down before I knock you out." And that's when Fedor put his hand on my shirt and said, "Hey."
No, we're taking this outside. Now, Fedorov, 6'4", 230, big man, much bigger than Sergei. So Juice turns to our captain, Dallas Eakins, and says, "I can't get in a fight. I'm here on an ATO. I can't get in a fight in a bar."
Yeah, I was thinking that before we went outside. Fedor got up and walked outside. And I sat in the booth, thought about it for about 10 seconds, and I'm like, I'm going to go out and see what's going on.
So Kevin goes outside, one punches Fedor, cuts him wide open, knocks him cold. Dallas doesn't even leave to go watch the fight. He stays and sits at the bar with his red wine. Now Juice is distraught. He's like, "They're going to send me home tomorrow." And Dallas is like, "You don't know our boss. Burkie's going to sign you tomorrow." And we did.
There are some players that we all look at and we say, that's a Burkie kind of player. Safe to say Bieksa was a Burkie kind of player?
Yeah, there's been a few guys that, were just grouchy, miserable, obnoxious bastards to play against. And Juice was one of them. I hated playing against him. Like when I was in Calgary, and he was in Vancouver and we were playing against him, I hated playing against him. I hated when his teams played against mine. But he was a leader. He's a class act. He got all the community stuff. He was great.
How do you like him on TV?
I think he's fantastic. I really do. I think he's a real breath of fresh air.
And here you go, gentlemen. Who knew that we had lentil soup on the menu? We're limited on spices, but the chef thought the chocolate ghost pepper would go great with your soup.
Yeah.